Hi, my name is Jarek Smith. So I'm going to be really quick about everything just because I have a lot that I want to say. The most important thing that I probably learned was the actual communication that you have between you and your coworkers as well. So when you want to get advice from somebody, get it informally. But when you want to get that interview with someone to get that advice, do that as formally as you possibly can. Probably the most important thing that I could have learned was from someone named Alex Hansen. He was a former student at BYU Idaho, and he was a friend of mine. We had some classes together, and he was able to explain to me how things worked from the transition from school to the real world. And so things that we learned, for example, like the first unit was about emails and such, and he was able to tell me that emails are the way that we learned in class is very important, but it's more important. That's more applicable to things like, company-wide emails and things like that. And typically, emails should be as quick and fast as possible. Jennifer Smith also gave me some advice. She was a mentor of mine. She actually works at the company that I will be working for after this semester, and she was able to help me understand that each and every document, whether it be emails, memos, evaluations, etc., that every document that involves another person is actually a huge deal in terms of their opinion of you and, more importantly, of themselves every time that you do it. So to be extremely cautious. So between the two, I was able to understand that when you are trying to present yourself and do some emails, you should, or whether you're trying to do interviews and so on and so forth, you should be very careful on what you say, as particularly about other people as well. So when you're doing an interview, for example, an informal interview when you're trying to get advice or whatnot, or you're trying to network or things, there's a million reasons to have an interview with somebody. Do it informally, like over a lunch. Let them pick the restaurant, let them kind of decide how formal or informal they want it to be. And then more importantly, when you take notes, don't take notes so studiously, if you will. Just take casual notes, but make sure that they know that you're listening. Record the interview if they'll let you, and then that way you can go back and take all the notes that you need. These are the kind of things that I've learned that outside of the course that I found to be really important. So when you're thinking about talking or writing a document of any kind within the professional world, always consider that the reader, the audience, or even the subject matter, meaning like the person that you're writing about, these are the most important parts. Grammar is obviously important and so on, but the fact that when you're dealing with real people in the real world, they have their own lives, their own problems, their own issues. So you should be very, very careful about how you write to people. And so when you're doing those interviews, for example, make sure that they understand that you're listening, not just taking copious notes. That's pretty much everything that I have in terms of learning something new, and anything that I can impose upon other students as well. Hope you guys enjoyed your semester. Thank you.